Hello everyone and our madam. My name is Dong Jingwen. I am the group leader of the group 4 and now I will introduce about our group members. Our group member is me, Dong Jingwen, and Tanta Ai, Trisha, and Brandon Yong and Ling Jiezhong. Okay, now I will pass to Trisha to introduce her introduction.
Good morning, madam. My name is Tanda. You know me by Tricia. My student ID 241DT 240S5. So in this report, today I'll be presenting the key insights from our assignment, our report. In report, we investigate two critical segments of the Bahasa Malaysia market, the main market and the mini market. And our objective is to understand their role in Malaysia financial system. So we explore opportunities and challenges, and they present to the various stakeholders and assess they are compliant with Malaysia regulatory framework. Okay, this is for the introduction. So in introduction, the Bahasa Malaysia is the main security exchange in Malaysia, and it plays a really important role in the country financial system. So our focus will be on how the main market allows large companies to raise long-term funds and either through their shares or the bonds. And meanwhile, on the other hand, the main market is not directly managed by the Bahasa Malaysia. It complements this system by providing short-term funding to the banks and their corporations. So it helps them to meet their daily financial need. So this is for the introduction. Okay, the next is also introduction, but in here, in this slide, we provide the aim for the aim of this. So the objective of the report. So it has three points. One is to help against the awareness of how the main and mini market work in in real life, how they really functioned, and two, to identify the opportunities and challenges faced by the various stakeholders, like regulators, issuers, and investors. So three, the final thing is like to explore how these markets align with Malaysia financial regulatory framework, especially under the watch of Security Commission Malaysia (AXIS) and Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM).
My name is Lim Jiezhong. Today I will be presenting the analysis of regulatory frameworks. The regulatory framework is a multi-tier regulatory approach to ensure investor protection, market integrity, and financial stability. The key regulators are Securities Commissions of Malaysia, Bursa Malaysia, and Bank Negara Malaysia. So the first one, Capital Markets and Service Act, CMSA 2007. This law is enforced by the Securities Commissions Malaysia or SC, and it regulates the country's capital markets. The CMSA was designed to promote a fair, efficient, and transparent market, and it merged three earlier acts into one. A key feature is the single licensing regime, which simplifies the licensing for market intermediaries. All license holders must follow the licensing handbook and complete mandatory training under the Industry Transformation Initiative. The SC also has strong enforcement powers. It can take severe and administrative actions against misconduct like market manipulation and even recover investor losses. Additionally, the SC approves and oversees Bursa Malaysia's rules. So next, let's talk about the listing rules on the main market of Bursa Malaysia. These rules ensure listed companies provide timely, equal access to material information for all investors. To list, companies must meet criteria like a 3 to 5 year profit record or have a minimum market capitalization. They also need a 25% public shareholding spread. Under the continuing disclosure obligations, listed firms must disclosure material immediately. Public C disseminate that info, respond to rumors, address unusual trading activity, avoid promotional hype, and prevent insider trading. So moving on to the Financial Services Act 2013 or FSA, this is enforced by Bank Negara Malaysia and it regulates conventional financial institutions. Its main purpose is to protect depositors, promote sound banking practice, and ensure financial stability. The FSA applies to commercial banks, investment banks, and issuers. Only licensed institutions can operate and they must submit a written application with full documentation. BNM also oversees liquidity management, interest rate stability, payment systems, and overall risk control. So lastly, we have the Islamic Financial Service Act 2013, also enforced by BNM. This act focuses on Islamic financial institutions like Islamic banks, takaful operators, and Islamic fund managers. It is similar to the FSA but with an added layer, which is Sharia compliance. Institutions must follow a Sharia governance framework from Sharia committees and undergo mandatory Sharia audits. The IFSA promotes ethical finance, accountability, and compliance with Islamic principles while maintaining systematic financial stability.
Hello, my name is Dong Jingwen, and now I will talk about the challenge, opportunity, and innovation of the Busan Malaysia. For the equity market, or you can call main market, is the for the first challenge is reduction of trading activity in the market, the impact of new dividend tax, and escalating operational costs. For the money market, is the shift in investor behavior due to global volatility, external economic and geopolitical risks, and limited return and yield restriction. For the opportunity, main market is the growing environmental social and governance ESG investing trend. And the second opportunity is sectoral growth in emerging industry and the attraction of foreign investment. For money market, is a Bursa enables investors to place their money in secure and easily convertible treasury bills (T-bills) and government investment issue GII and Islamic short-term notes. And Malaysia dual financial system function and bond and sukuk information exchange (BIS) digital platform. For the innovation of Bursa Malaysia is the for main market is the Bursa Trade Securities. This Bursa Trade Security is the new trading platform by Bursa Malaysia and NSDAQ OMX. Uh, it is a faster trades and more reliable system and support equities, ETF, warrants, and prepare for future tools like algorithm trading. The second innovation for in my main market is Bursa Marketplace, and it is the online platform with tools, education, and market data. Uh, it designed for retail and young investor. The third innovation is centralized sustainability intelligence (CSI) platform, and it is a digital ESG reporting tools, and it helps companies report carbon emissions and connect to green financing. For the money market, the first innovation is retail and digital post. It is launched by Bursa Marketplace, Bursa Academy, Bursa Anywhere. It is attracted more retail and millennials investor, increased CDS account openings. And second innovation of money market is sustainability focus and introduced FTSE for good index future, and it developed voluntary carbon market and ESG routes aligned with global standards. And the third innovation of money market is market structural enhancement. It expands market making for better liquidity and secondary debt market added for price discovery. And now I will introduce the impact of challenge and impact of opportunity of Bursa Malaysia. The first impact of challenge is growth of ESG investing, and the second is emerging sectoral growth, which is renewable energy, and the third is attraction of foreign investment. Now I will talk about the impact of opportunity. The first is shift in investor behavior due to global volatility, and second one is external economic and geopolitical risk, and the last is limited return and yield constraint. Now I will talk about the external factors. The first external factor is market trends. Like global investor focus on ESG drive foreign fund flows in the main market. In uncertain time, money market participants shift to safer assets like treasury bills and Islamic paper, especially when short-term yields fluctuated. And the second one is technological advancement, fintech, AI-driven trading, and digital platform reshape investor behavior in the main market. The money market benefit from faster, more transparent transaction through electronic trading and blockchain. The third is regulatory change. The main market is affected by stricter listing rules and mandatory ESG disclosure, while the money market is influenced by BNM, Bank Negara Malaysia monetary policies, and Sharia compliant regulation. And the last is macroeconomic condition. GDP growth, inflation, currency stability, and politics directly impact investor confidence and fund movement, especially in the main market. And last, I will talk about the potential implication. The evolution is changing with innovative practice and main market. The Bursa Carbon Exchange (BCX) is working toward environmental, social, and governance investing, while the Bursa Marketplace and Bursa Academy are working toward educating investors and ensuring transparency in the system. Furthermore, the money market is innovating with the use of digital Islamic money market instruments, artificial intelligence-based liquidity tools, and blockchain settlement facilities to provide investors with access to the market, better service, and more confidence that their investment is safe and secure. Now I will pass to Brandon Yong. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Brandon Young and I'm from Jinwon's group and I'm going to talk about the comparative analysis with real life examples. For the first one, it's Bursa Malaysia. It has a large capital raising and it targets public listed companies. It consists of short term funding, is focused on banks, BNM and corporates, and is also focused on large domestic companies, GLCs, and regional players. And then next we have Singapore Exchange, which has a large capital raising for regional and international companies, is focused on blue chip companies and GLCs, has a deep market depth with cross-border listings, and it consists of interbank funding. It is also focused on Monetary Authority of Singapore, commercial banks and institutional investors, and it has a large and highly liquid market with AAA grade credit risk instruments. Up next is the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, which is a global capital raising platform. It is focused on multinationals, Chinese state-owned enterprises, tech firms, and global investors. It has a very deep and globally integrated market depth, which is the third largest stock exchange in Asia, focused on supporting interbank liquidity, foreign exchange stability, and financial system operations. It is also focused on banks, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, forex traders, and multinational banks. And lastly, we have Nasdaq, which is a platform for tech-heavy and growth-oriented global firms to raise capital. It is focused on global tech firms, growth companies, and institutional and retail investors worldwide. And it has an extremely deep market depth with an ultra short-term borrowing/lending environment for the US financial system and federal monetary policy. It is focused on commercial banks, mutual funds, corporations, the Federal Reserve, and foreign investors.
Hi, my name is me again, and I'm gonna present the conclusion part. So in here, we provide main market and then mini market. So we explore the opportunities and challenges in both market. So let's see in the main market, and then it's offer well-established companies a chance to raise long-term capitals to expand to make bigger to their business, and it also appeals to the international and ESG infrastructure. So thanks to the initiatives like the renewable energy subsectors and the FTSE4 Go Tax. Am I pronouncing this right? I think that's okay. Okay, so however, the main markets face the issues like reduced trading activities and uncertainty, I'm not sure over dividend tax policies, and increases operational costs. That's their difficulties. So on the other hand, the main market ensures short-term liquidity for financial institutions, keep day-to-day operation to run smoothly. Is the strength line in like digital infrastructure development, growth in Islamic finance, and servicing stabilizing force during global financial crises and financial big problems. So it has also have the challenges like the main markets, like such as low returns and such a macroeconomic conditions and external economic just like problems. Okay, this is for the conclusion too. In here, the important of regulatory oversight and the market analysis. So, in conclusion too, I would like to emphasize the importance of regulatory oversight and the main analysis. Excuse me. So, the regulatory oversight by Axis and BNM. So, it ensures compliance and financial regulations. Excuse me, madam. Now let me try to explain. Okay. So the regulatory oversight led by Axis and BNM. So to ensure compliance with financial regulations and listing rules. Is promote transparency and fair trading. And then the strength market integrity and investor confident. So in the meanwhile, the market analysts it help a live spot to identify the risk, to spot the risks like asset bubbles or liquidity issues to see like earlier. And it allows for the actions such as adjusting interest rate, injecting liquidity and using cycle breakers and taking steps to stabilize markets during distress under financial pressure. This is going to be the final slide of our presentations, and this is conclusion 3. So in the importance of the regulatory frameworks. Well, let's talk about why a strong regulatory framework is very, very important and essential. Okay, the business step is the foundational role. Is to make failed, opened, or operated from the manipulations. So it remain healthy and sustainable regulatory frameworks are necessary. So they are like to make it failed, opened against market manipulation. So investor protection. So regulators work to protect investors and ensure the safety of the overall system. And the market development. Regulation support innovation, the growth of financial products, diverse and executive market. So need or evolutions. Sorry. As our market grow more complex with new technologies and global changes, our regulations might involve to its need their adaptability, its need to be improved. So this called flexible policy making, continuous monitoring, and data-driven decisions. So what is the outcome? The outcome in changing financial environment and proactive and flexible regulatory approach is guaranteeing the market stay strong and competitive and executive. So it's make Malaysia's financial market can stay resilient, competitive, and if future ready. So yeah, thank you for your attention and time, and I hope this given you a better understanding of main and many markets, the challenges they face, and how important regulation is in keeping Malaysia's financial system strong and trustworthy and fair enough. Okay, so this is the end of our presentations. See you.